history dating back to the historic California Spanish Mission period. Pomar Junction Vineyard and Winery. Visit us on the web, pomarjunction.com, or visit us on Facebook at Pomar Junction Vineyard and Winery. Great wines from Pomar Junction.
Here he comes through the back door, ladies and gentlemen. He never enters through the front door of the studio. The back door man, Mr. Robert Conrad, the PM Show Weekend Edition, the one and only.
Right,
Robert
could he get
Conrad.
strangled by Tomas because I said, hey, Tomas, I want to hear some different music. All right, so now, here we go from Alma, and then we'll go back to...
John is
Then we go to John, and then we go to Sue, and then we go to Tustin, and then we go to that beautiful girl that maybe I shouldn't tell you. Maybe I should be kept private. I think I'll leave it
You
private.
usually are very private when
I
it
think
comes to the women.
I think I'll let that stay. Oh, so anyway, many more shows. You guessed it on. My mother always wanted to meet you. I wouldn't mind the opportunity either. Ha ha. You're always my hero, Robert. Hope to meet you one day, and if I ever get the chance to get out of little Iowa. Hey, Alma, I'd like to meet your mother, and I'd also like to meet you. Wonderful things you had to say here, and once you've said them, they're personal. So anyway, I don't think your dad should think you're silly. Keep listening, and thank you for when you watch, okay? Because you can watch them all on, what's that called
YouTube.
now?
You go here, you go to our website, crntalk.com, after the show. Click up on the crntalk.com on the upper left-hand corner, YouTube/Conrad. You can see what's going on here in the studio because we got the video cameras rolling for you.
Yeah, but there's another thing, you know.
What's that?
The Netflix. You can see all those shows of mine. If you get on Netflix, you want to see Robert Conrad, you can see him. Okay, now, Sue's up, isn't she?
No, it's the John.
Is
Big
John ahead of Sue?
John is ahead of Sue.
Hey, John, come on. This is John the voice.
Mike.
How you doing, John?
Yeah.
I'm all right. How y'all doing?
We're doing
Talk to
really
us,
good.
John.
All right, John.
All right, what's up, man?
I know you'd rather have Sue than me, and I don't blame you. I would too.
No. You can't go there with her. She's got a jealous husband. No. She just has a wonderful figure. That's all we talk about.
Blue eyes.
Okay,
too,
yeah, and she's got a husband. Okay, so what were you going to say, John?
Hey, I missed talking to you guys last week.
Hey, I know. What happened?
What's going on?
I was emceeing a benefit for a new library.
Oh, good for you. All right,
Wow.
that's
in
good.
Nashville there or where?
No, that's Brian's in Nashville.
Oh, that's right.
I'm in Virginia.
You're in Virginia.
Yeah, no, a
That's-
library is always better than we're talking to you two guys. Well, that's good. Thank you for sharing, and I'm glad you called this week, huh?
Yeah, it's great to be back.
Good.
I know that you and Nick Adams and John Ashley used to hang out together back in the day, and I know that you asked Nick to appear on the Wild Wild West a couple of times, one in the Night of the Two-Legged Buffalo, and the other was the Night of the Vipers. Did you also ask John Ashley to make an appearance that time he played Lieutenant Keeley in the Night of the Watery Death?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
We all met together at the same time. We were close to the same age. And John had just gotten out of the military. Nick had been out for some time. I had just come from Chicago, and we bonded. And I know the family well. As a matter of fact, my real estate agent, and then, as a kid that I put in my TV series, The Black Sheep Squadron, that's his son. And he's a terrific kid. And anyway, I'm friends with the children, and I was friends with both those guys. And they died too early.
That's for sure.
Yeah, they got nice guys, and Nick was a wonderful actor. And I had him on the show because why wouldn't I, And Nick had just come back and passed away 2 days after a movie that I was offered in Mexico. And I couldn't do it because I was doing Wild West. And I said, here's the guy you want. And Nick came back and did it. He had OD on drugs. He wasn't a drug addict, but he was had some kind of a medical illness. And they investigated what happened and murder and all that. And then they went in and found his briefcase, and his briefcase had $25,000 in it. So he didn't. There was no what do you call it? murder, any of that
yeah,
nonsense.
yeah.
Any of that nonsense.
So it's kind of one of those accidental overdose, mixing some drugs or whatever.
Yeah, and that was him. And John Ashley had a heart attack, and he was it was Saturday, and he was congratulating his cast and told them to have a good Sunday. He was producing this movie in New York, and he died in his car. And his wife called me at 2 in the morning and said, "I've lost my man." And I said, "Hey, condolences, and how do you recover from that?" Okay, John, anything else?
Well, may I ask one more question
Sure.
in case I can't get through to you guys next week because of the holiday?
Yeah, you can ask as many questions as you want, and I plan on being here during the holiday.
Great.
But go ahead.
Well, what I was going to ask you, it had something to do with something that was in Sue Kessler's book. In the episode The Night of the Ready-Made Corpse, the writer Ken Cole recalled that he, Mike Garrison, Ross, and you were watching a scene of you and Carol O'Connor together, and there was this feeling that you were getting upset about something, and so finally Garrison asked, "What's the matter, Bob?" And you said, "That SOB upstages me. Even when his back's to the camera, how does he do that? How does he get everybody to look at him when I'm looking at the camera and he's looking the other way?"
Yes.
Is that true? Do you recall
That's absolutely true. I remember it. I remember it. Yeah, Carol was upstaging me. And God bless him. And he wasn't a star then. He was just a great actor.
Right. Well, listen, if I don't get to talk to you guys next week, happy Thanksgiving.
You too, buddy.
And Bob, I want to thank you for your career, for the radio show, for taking my calls, answering my questions, and most of all for your friendship.
Hey, thanks for that, John. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. All right.
God bless you guys.
And happy Thanksgiving. I plan on being here. So, I mean, it's only 2 hours out of our lives, and why wouldn't we be out of here?
Well, a lot of people have the day off.
Well,
so
they
we'll have to
take
see if
off,
we've
and
got a
all they do is
staff.
listen to the radio. We're not asking them to get up and dance on top of the table.
We do want to say hi to our new listeners in Sparta, New Jersey,
Yes.
and the surrounding areas because we're on Service Electric Broadband Cable.
Yes.
So we got the best talk radio there, all 7 channels, and check it out on Service Electric Broadband Cable in Sparta, New Jersey.
And here it is. It says, I've always enjoyed seeing your expression through your eyes and all your roles you've played. I would love to see them again on the radio show. It said that the eyes are the window to the soul. I love that. I love that.
They are.
That's very, so Lisa, I'll do that. I'll show you my eyes, and thanks for this, sweetheart. Now we're going to commercial, and then we come back to the legs and hips and every other part of the body
You are
that
taking
men
it out
admire.
there, man. You are more than a 7.5. You might be a 7 3/4.
Yeah, 7 3/4. I got to do eyes now. So why am I taking these off?
Well, because I don't know
'Cause I'm
why.
gonna do eyes,
Because
okay,
you're going to do
ready?
the eyes. There we go. We'll give you some eyes to the break from Robert Conrad.
Here are my
Check it out on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen.
My eyes adore you, though I never laid a hand on you. My eyes adore you. Huh? How about that?
I think I'm in love.
Are you? Yeah, well, don't go that way.
Don't go that way.
That ain't mine.
Okay, we're coming back. The great Robert Conrad. Line open at 800-336-2225. Email us rconrad at
Turn it up so I can hear where we are. Will
crni.net.
you, brother?
Yeah, we're right now going to the break.
Thank
We'll be straight ahead with Robert Conrad.
Thank you.
You're welcome.